Hello guys and dolls, and welcome back to my channel. This is Navi, and this is another great session with Tarot Talk by Navi. Today will be one of the most powerful readings that I would ever have to do. A mother actually reached out to me. She lost her daughter in a tragic way. She have allowed me through her spirit guides to come in contact with her daughter. So not only is my medium abilities are in here, but also my psychic abilities are also, let me go ahead and word that correctly, are also in this session. This is a bit powerful because many of us, we do have children, and the last thing we want to do is to bury our children. I can't imagine the pain that this lady is going through, that this woman is going through. But she had my deepest sympathy. And I just want her to know that just pray about it. Whatever it is, whatever happened, which I am going to allow myself to give you some answers. But I really, my prayer is with you that you get through this whenever you can, because it's no rush, especially when you're dealing with a death of a child. I don't know your pain, but I do sympathize with you, sweetheart. Okay, so as you can see, I had my sage burning earlier to cleanse out all of the negative energy, to make more room for the positive energy. I love for all of my readings to be positive, even though sometimes it don't happen that way. But however the spirit guides come in, however they allow the cards to fall. And I do let everyone know that whoever I'm doing a reading on, I have no control over the spirit guides, when they're going to come, when they're going to leave, how the cards are going to drop. But I thank you for entrusting me to seek your answers. Without further ado, I have a 4-card pull. This 4-card pull represents this young lady that was taken away tragically. And as I cleanse out the negative and made room for the positive, there's a young lady coming forth. Me and her mother, we spoke very briefly. I told her to give me the bare minimum so that I can be able to answer questions. So there's a young lady that came forth. She is showing me blood, which replicates that as her mother went ahead and confirmed that she was in a car accident, a terrible car accident. So that is the blood that she's showing me. Mom, she's also showing me a picture of seems like to be a picture of her and a young gentleman. I'm not sure who is that. I'm not sure if that is a brother or a friend that she had near and dear to her heart, but she's showing me a picture of that. And also she's showing me a picture. Oh wow, okay. So she's showing me a cap, excuse me, a cap and gown, as if did she just recently graduate? Look like she graduated or was about to. I'm not sure, but she's also showing me a cap and gown. Okay, so this young lady did pass away in a horrific car accident. The mom wanted some answer as far as like what things have been different, if the last conversation that they had, if she would have listened to her mom, would she still be here? And sweetheart, when our time here on earth is up, that's just it. It doesn't matter where we at, what we're doing. When our time is up, we are leaving. Some of us leave tragically. Some of us leave just the way that some of our loved ones leave us put us in a dent. It puts a dent in our heart. We all know how we got here, but we don't know how we're going to leave out of here. And that is what life, life teaches us new things every day. And none of us knows how we're going to leave here. But your daughter, this young lady, and she's so beautiful. She have a lot of hair. She have long hair. It was her time. What's that saying? We're all strangers just passing through. It was her time. So, Mom, nothing that you said differently would have changed that night when she got in the car with her friends and she got into that accident. And she was the only one that actually passed. The other three actually survived. Yes, she's the only one that is no longer earthly bound. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get some answers for you, ma'am. Our first card, we have the Five of Cups. Wow. Yes, Five of Cups tells me that you're in some kind of bereavement. You regret the night that she went into that car with her friends. You told her not to go. You absolutely told her not to go. You told her to stay home because it was wet and it was rainy and it was a very stormy day. Some kind of how you all two got into a disagreement about that, and she went on anyway. So you blame yourself for the whole idea because you're actually telling yourself, maybe if I were a little bit harder on her, maybe she would not have went into that car and none of this would have happened. Her earthly time was already up. So, Mom, nothing differently you could have said or done would have changed the scenario of it. It wouldn't have. She would have, even if you told her no and she listened to you for that moment, she would have snuck out the house. And she told me to tell you to quit blaming yourself for that. It was her choice. Even though she has put a permanent scar on your heart for the rest of your life, she told me to tell you it was her choice that she went into that car. And she wants to let you know that she apologized so much for the hurt that she have caused you. Five of Cups also represents that after the death of your child, you're having some difficulty in your marriage. It's like you're lacking love. You have become in a sense of it all. It's like you became bitter towards your husband when all of this happened with y'all child. When I say y'all, this is your husband. Y'all created this life. So you have become kind of like bitter towards your marriage. And I guess all because you're still blaming yourself about this. So I know it's difficult, Mom, but kind of reach out to your husband. He's hurting as well in this. He's hurting as well. Oh, Lord, moving forward. The Five of Swords. You have strength around you. Your daughter is your strength. She gives you strength. Those days when you feel like you can't go on, she's around you. She's saying, Mom, I see the days that you struggle. I see the days that you cry. I see the days that you're upset, mad, sad, all of the above. Your daughter says, I see them. You have strength. But your daughter wants you to start living life again, because you have shut yourself out from the world. Literally, you have shut yourself out from the world. You don't do the things that you used to do. Just recently, you went back into your daughter's room. Just recently, you went back into her room to, basically look around her room, and just, it's a lot of memories in there. And that's what she's saying. She says, every now and again, go in her room, because, Mom, you vowed to yourself that you would never move anything out of her room. It will always, you said, it will always remain just as she had it, because that is your memories of her. So she says, your daughter says, go in there for a little while. Go in there for a little while. Shed some tears, but don't stay there, because it's just gonna be, it's gonna put you in a depression again. Your daughter's also saying something about what I'm not sure what happened in the kitchen, but she's showing me a chopping board and she's laughing with it. So I'm not sure. Yeah, she's also showing me some type of vegetable. So I'm not sure what happened with some vegetables and a chopping board in the kitchen. But this is what your daughter is showing me, and she's laughing. So, Mom, maybe you can replicate that for me, but I'm not sure. Moving on, I see this is a girl. She had she had a sense of humor. Okay, so your 8 of Swords, Mom. Which shows me that you're in a bit of a crisis right now because of this. You're having difficult. You blame yourself. You blame yourself for all of this. You're going through some trauma mentally, all of the above. But all of this can be changed, Mom. I even if you have to seek professional help to help you through this, because you're not dealing with this at all. And your question to me was, will you get over your daughter's death? I don't see you getting over your daughter's death anytime soon. It totally messed you up. And again, like I said, what dad wants to bury their child? So painful. Sweetheart, I don't see you getting over this anytime soon. As your 8 of Swords, you're in a crisis right now because you blame yourself. You feel trapped, as if you can't move forward because your mind is still stuck on that one day, which is the day that she passed away. So if you have to, reach out to your husband and tell him, honey, I think I possibly need help to talk to someone. And maybe it'll get better for you if you actually talk to someone, because you have everything bottled up inside, sweetheart. Everything bottled up inside. And your daughter no longer wants you to live this way. She wants you to hold on to her memories, but she don't want to see you sobbing the way that you are. And you're just downright sobbing. You haven't moved forward. And need I remind you, you have 2 other children that you have to live for. You have 2 other boys that you have to live for. As we continue, your 4 of Wands. Your daughter wants you to know you've done a Job well done as far as raising her the way that you raised her. You raised them to love God. First, love God, love each other, and have much respect for yourself. That's how you raise your children. Again, I see you getting over this, but not anytime soon. It's going to be a long time, Mom. It's going to be a long time, but I do see a light at the end of this dark tunnel for you. You will find peace eventually. You will find rest. Your marriage will get back on track. The boys that are waiting for their mother to finally start enjoying life will grab you by the hand and say, "Come on, Mom, let's live." But as of now, sweetheart, the death of your daughter took a toll on you. You haven't been the same. You haven't been the same. But take your time when you're in this grieving period. Take your time. Don't allow anyone to rush you or to say, "Hey, you should have been over this by now." No, ma'am. No, sir. Take your time. And whenever you're ready, because this happened around New Year's. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and put some fresh flowers on your daughter's grave, because you haven't been there since you all buried her. It's just too painful for you. Put some fresh flowers on her grave. Have a brief talk with her. And live life, honey. But she's around you. Your daughter is around you. And she wants you to move on. She wants you to move on and move forward. She wants you to live for her brothers. She said, "The mom that I knew, that happy mom, the one who we went to for everything and anything as far as advice, she wants to see that happy mom back." But I do see you moving forward from your daughter's death. I don't see it anytime soon. But take your time. Reach out to your husband, because your marriage is now in a kind of a loop right now because of all of this. Miss T, I'm going to call you Miss T because I don't want to say your entire name on here. Miss T, I hope I was able to answer your question with your spirit guide, your daughter, because she came and she showed up and she showed me some things to replicate that she's around you. I wish you nothing but peace and blessings through all of this. This has been another great session with Tarot Talk by Navi. I try not to let my emotions get in these readings, but I'm human as well. So I sympathize with the people that have allowed me to read them and their situations. Again, you guys, please like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Blessings to you all, and stay safe from this COVID-19.